Hey everyone, how you doing today? Thought I'd take another look at the workshop and see what was out there, and a lot of very cool creations again to check out this week. So the very first creation we're showing in vanilla, and the rest are going to be shown in Reforged Eden 2. So the ship we're looking at right now is the RCC-4 USG EC YUZUKI by RoonChannel, if I said all that correctly. And this is a very cool looking ship. It's kind of a long and narrow ship. Huge amounts of detail on it. Just checking out like in this like front end area that's got like a little walkout area there. Some cool looking antennas above there, which probably could be weapons as well. But yeah, this is really cool. I believe this is from a particular sci-fi series. If not, it looks really good. It just, yeah, look at all the complexity in this. All the different built out areas here. It looks like it's also can side mount or dock to probably a creation out on the workshop for that. That's pretty interesting. Bunch of landing gear over here on the side to kind of dock that to something specialized, or just a big flat wall basically. It's also got like a extended ramp over here to dock you to there, and I'm thinking it should have a doorway there, but maybe not. Maybe this is just part of its connecting mechanism there to make it look like it's docked to a creation, like the LCDs out on there too, kind of showing you where all the different hangars are, and obviously the ramps and things like that. Getting into the back side of the creation here. Oh yeah, running a couple drive thrusters up top, and then a 4-pack of the large thrusters on the bottom there. Some more turrets. Looks like we're kind of peeking through to some of the internal rooms there. That's really cool. All the windows are like working and lining up and things like that. Definitely like these other features too, like these I don't know, they almost look like either like armor plates or like tanks or something like that, mounted there on the ship. It's got that kind of thing going on all over the place. It looks like we got some lift thrusters in this journal section here. And then, of course, the, oh yeah, it's a little different on, well, seems a little different. Maybe it's not. No, those hangars go right through, don't they? That's cool. So you got like 2 pass-through hangars. It's actually a little bit wider than you think. It's just, it's a big ship. That's cool too. Yeah, more armor plates there. Yeah, very cool. So let's take a look at the top side here. So you got this big catwalk going along the side there too. It's just that's slick. There so needs to be a angled parts for like these pieces here. That would be really cool. Like just like a 45-degree cut, or you know, of course, if there is 22.5-degree angles for those parts too, that would be wonderful. But that'd be really cool. And across the top here, kind of like a bulk freighter a little bit in this area. Well, with some big old guns. Let me see what that is. I want to make sure it's actual artillery. It is. You know, we are looking at vanilla too, so it would have had to been artillery. Doesn't have those parts used as certain kinds of asteroid mining, things like that. And over here, it looks like we have a bridge right there. It's kind of interesting too, because there is another room kind of asymmetrically placed over here. Well, actually, this is symmetrically placed, but the bridge is not symmetrically placed. That's cool. I like that. I like the subtle differences there. It's mostly symmetrical, but yeah, little things like that are really cool to see. And then the other side over here looks like we got a multi-turret and radar. I think that's just the deco part because it is a vanilla. More catwalks off on the side over here. That's really cool how that's kind of constructed with the railing parts there. Very interesting. Yeah, really cool. Really cool ship. Very sci-fi. Seeing that coming along there. It lands good too. I mean, despite its shape and size, the author put a lot of landing gear on there to make it very convincing, and looks like it'd be structurally sound landing on the ground and everything like that. That's very cool. All right, so we're going to get aboard here. I think I'm going to come in through the front hangar here. So let me, I'm going to park myself over here. Well, actually, you know, let's come in from this lower door, and then we'll kind of work our way up. Get out of God mode. Let me adjust the lighting. don't know how dark I should go with this. Yeah, let's try there. Yeah, let's try there. Oh yeah, look at this. It does look kind of like a warehouse in here. We have a gravity generator. I like the ladders, the catwalk going across the top over there. And yeah, just kind of a front room here, probably like a loading bay of some origin. What we got here? Oh, okay. So now we're getting into a hangar too, but this is like below. I think it's below the hangar that we were seeing from the outside there. So this is like a secondary hangar. It makes sense actually because it would line up with the all the hangar doors back over here. Look at that, we got a pop out sentry gun right here for security. Yeah, it looks really, really cool. It's got yeah, mostly of different shades of gray and things like that, and wow, almost like a really dark gray for the roof there. But then we got like this green stripe over here, some yellows in the mix as well, which is really cool. Kind of breaks it up a little bit. So over here we have a specialized like landing pad. Almost kind of looks like it would be like a repair bay, or actually, oh, it would be like a lift, I think, to take something from the lower hangar here and maybe bring it up to the upper hangar. That's, oh wait, ah, look at that, it is. Oh, that's cool, and it works too. Oh, that's neat. That is very, very cool. We'll go up there in a second. I just wanted to check out these doors that connect to this outside balcony there. I think the ship stops here, so there's no more. Oh wait, no, it does not. Let's go this way. Just trying to get this whole lower floor first, or lower deck. So again, yeah, very like a warehouse, very ship-like, like it would be like a long distance space freighter. Engineering area back over here. Got some thruster access. Quite a few thrusters there. This would be that lower group of large thrusters, and then there's another group of thrusters up above here from looking at it from the outside there. Oh, I like the LCDs in the elevators. So we are on the G deck, so we're going to go up to 2. Should be right here. So this would be our main hangar, medical room, cultivation area, and cafe. So looks like, yeah, we're already here to our medical area here. We got all our specialized equipment. Let's check back here. Oh, look at that cultivation. Our cultivation room, or the farming section. That's very cool how that's set up. I like how it's kind of indented down on these inner walk paths here. Oh, we got a bunch of information up over here. This must be the cafe in the back. We got our menu there, our emergency rations. Oh, they just sell kind of like some regular stuff here. No crazy weird foods, made up foods. Oh, that's cool. We got some trees back here, some coconuts. Yeah, that's cool. Very, very nice. Quite a lot of grow plot areas in here too. So let's see, we got 4 times 3, so 4 times, so that'd be 12 times 9 would be the number of grow plots in here. Obviously, they got the filler blocks in there, but yeah, that's cool. Nice big farming section there with that'd let's see, yeah, it'd be over 100 grow plots there. Didn't want to do the exact math right at the moment, but 12 times 9 basically. So, all right, going up to this deck. We have not been here. This is like the upper engineering area. Kind of cargo and shipping and things like that in here. And oh wow, look at, what are we looking at? That's a really cool warp drive enclosure. Really digging that. Oh yeah, I like how the round pieces on the side there and the roundy blocks on the front there, textured the way it is with these consoles kind of matching that. It almost looks like it's one big like supercomputer or something. I don't know. That is very cool. You got some smaller generators in here. cool pipes go into actual thrusters out on the outside. So the small thrusters there. That looks really cool. Back over here, a couple advanced generators. I like the display rack for that as well. Very nice. Yeah, that's a cool warp drive setup there. It looks unique, and it's just the way like that texture is colored to really match the texture on the consoles and things like that. Just again, that's very slick option there. And here's our big drive thrusters way in back, just behind the advanced generators. We've got a Wi-Fi back here. Yeah, very cool. Nice layout here. So in this room, obviously, I said it was kind of a shipping area, but yeah, we got our looks like our production setup here. So we got a small constructor, a large constructor, container controllers, armor locker, another controller there, and on the other side, armor repair right there. Yeah, there is no weapon locker in vanilla, so you won't see that here. You got some like a little bit of like this kind of red carpet area going through here. That's interesting. Kind of breaks up everything. And we are on the C deck right now, which is a restroom, cargo area, and engineering area. Let's go forward in here. We got and kind of another like chill out pad here, kind of overlooking the main hangar, which we got to walk it down into. Let me get there. We've been in there. Yep, that's storage. I'm gonna go down one deck again because we did not check out this front area, which is quite extensive. Yep. So yeah, the main hangar in the ship here, which is actually pretty big. This is really cool too, with that lower ramp and the lower hangar that meets up with this. You got these side areas on the side. Side areas on the side. Imagine that. Shutter open, close. Oh, is that like window shutters? So I'm seeing outside right now. If I hit that again, does that do it? No, that is doing... Oh, that's doing all the doors over here. Oh, that's cool. You got a main switch. Oh, we got the timed lights going down the center of the hangar here too. That's cool. That's cool. Yep, very cool on the using the blinking light options to do that. That looks nice there. At the front of the hangar, I just seen if there was anything, any elevators or anything up here. I don't think so. Looks again very industrial. Even like the textures used, the general gray, but you know, obviously it's got quite a few different colored accents in there, like the yellow and even some red beams over here. Looks very cool. And yeah, back into this chill out area here. And that's into the farms again. Okay, so now I think we already looked at this deck. Or maybe not. Hold on. Yeah, we already checked out this area. So let's go up one more deck. So now we are at the B deck. Front area, crew quarters, and generator room. Oh, that looks cool. Like the LCD there. Got a really cool looking teleporter set up over here. Yeah, it almost looks like a big display screen using the heavy glass here with the LCD over it. Very nice. You can see a bunch of like fuel on the sides here and O2. Yeah, fuel right there. O2 tanks there. Oh yeah, there's a lot going on in here. Oh wow, look at this room here. Oh, this is the generator room. So a couple more advanced generators in here. So that would be 4 advanced generators, and I think probably 4 of the small or 1x3 generators in the build as well. Got a crew section over here. A lot of bunk beds. They got their own outside window there. We got the bathroom, shower room for all the crew rooms nearby, and then a place for the crew members to chill and have breakfast, and there'll be some mission briefings and things. Oh, here we got our shield room. Look at that. That's cool. Nice display on that too. It's really cool seeing all these parts displayed where you build like the whole structure around the part, like the author did here. That's always very cool to see. Got a big old gravity generator in this room here. Interesting looking glass here. It almost kind of looks like a little bit of a face or something there. Wow. Oh, there's a staircase going over there too. Here, let's keep on going this way before I hit that staircase. Where are we going now? What is happening in these rooms? It's all glassed off. I don't know. Maybe this is just kind of like ship main function. It almost kind of looks like it's like part of a primary weapon or something we're walking through here. But I don't see any doors or access points in there or anything in these rooms necessarily. But cool looking texture lights. Very, yeah, it's just cool. I think there's a big old hallway there. All going across the ceiling too. Yeah, and then to the thruster access room for the reverse thrusters here. All the pipe action going on in there. Very, very cool. All right, let's get back a little bit this way. And go this way and take this staircase. Oh, so this goes right outside to one of the decks of the ship, which has all these cool walk paths and balconies and things like that. That was our shield room. Yeah, the ship is fully realized on the interior here. That's cool. That is cool. Everything is built out. Yep, generator room again. Yeah, let's feel like I'm getting myself a little lost here. I know there's the main elevator here somewhere. Yeah, gravity. We passed this area. It's a big ship. Get in there. I think this would be our main out. Nope. No, did I get turned around? I got turned around, didn't I? Oh my god. Crew areas. Yeah, the elevator should be here. Yes. Okay, so let's go up to the A deck. Oh, this is interesting. So yeah, now we're getting close to the bridge. Obviously, that's very cool with the LCD pointing towards where the bridge is. Plus, we got all the electronics and computer equipment for some crew over here monitoring systems. I've got the side room here, a main core, CPU cores in here. Now this would be a tier 4 vanilla, so that'd be 4 advanced CPU cores. Got a gravity generator back over here, and let's see, going across. Okay, so this is kind of asymmetrically set up in here too. Interesting, yeah, very different on either side. Well, I don't know, is it? Kind of is, yeah. That's cool. So this is, not sure what this is. It's a cool room. We've seen it from the outside as well. It's kind of like a mission planning room. I just got to assume like this is like a holographic table or something like that. Very interesting. This is not the bridge though. This is just another room there. The bridge, we actually have to take the side walk here. And then we're to the bridge, which is, again, asymmetrically placed from the center. So you got a couple pilot seats there. And more area for crew back over here. Another armor locker. And then we're out into the rear, like, walk paths out on the outer hall here. That's really cool, too, on a big, like, kind of like a freighter ship like this one. Yeah, it makes... it's cool. You know, yeah, maintenance crews can come out here with magnet boots and work on the hull and stuff like that. Got to have the magnet boots, of course, otherwise you float into space. But, you know, getting that from Expanse, and I think they use that in the Stargate universe as well with magnet boots, which actually make a lot of sense in reality. So, yeah, that very, very cool. Fully realized interior. Everything's set up really nice. A lot of hangar space, really cool mechanism to get like HVs from the lower hangar to the upper hangar. And even on the front here, there's a kind of a big area just to park something right there as well. Really cool how the reverse thrusters are kind of tucked back into the hull there. armor plating all around it. Yeah, very, very nice. All right, let's look at some numbers here. So, unlock level 25, size class 12. Now, it is vanilla. Vanilla speeds sometimes are shocking to me because I'm so used to Reforged Eden and Reforged Eden 2. So 149 forward, 29 strafing, 91 lift, 76 reverse, and 39 down. 18 fuel tanks, 17 oxygen tanks. Barrage of weaponry with flak turrets. Does have the one artillery, sentry guns, miniguns, rocket launchers, all kinds of stuff on there. Plasma, sentry, I think I said that already. Drill turret, that would be our multi-turret that's on there. 20-hour and 55-minute build time. Yeah, not need anything too special. It is vanilla again, though, so there's less resources, so I'm not... Probably translate different in Reforged Eden 2. CPU-wise, it's set to 10 million. Using a little over 3 million of that, so basically endless amounts of CPU you could add to the build here. With vanilla, you don't get to really pick and choose very well with your CPU. It's you either go to tier 3 at 1.5 million. Obviously, the ship's not going to work with that. Or you shoot all the way up to 10 million. There's no in-between interval between those two, which I think there should be. And that is something I do like about Reforged Eden 2, is you can kind of tailor your CPU in to exactly what you need. But this way, it's kind of shoots up like way, like 5 times, more than 5 times tier 3 to tier 4, which is kind of unusual. Seems like you're wasting a lot of CPU, but there's just no way around it. It's just how it's set up. Stock shield on here, 18,000. Do have some P menu options for gravity generator, sentry guns, boarding ramp, hangar shuttle, constructors, fridges, a lot of power management options in here as well. And devices, I just wanted to check something on the warp. Okay, so yeah, warp drive. Yeah, it's vanilla again, so 30 light year warp drive. I think there is an advanced. Yeah, you can upgrade to a T2 warp drive on it. Not sure if you have to do that in game or if you can just add the part in vanilla. Maybe you just can't add the part. But yeah, very cool. Let's check out your storage. Nicely labeled storage area. So we have a harvest controller at 200K, ammo controller at 168K, large controller here at 264K, some fridges, some additional ammo boxes. And it looks like a lot of other just kind of miscellaneous pallets and things like that. So yeah, very, very cool. Nice looking ship there. Definitely love the block work on it, the overall look and design of it, all the breakups on the build. Look how complex the hull is with tanks and armor plating and things that come out and back in, and I don't know, it keeps you guessing, and it really hits the bill for looking like a very, very cool freighter type of ship. Obviously, it could probably do some shoot eat, but I don't think it's a carrier like freighter type of ship. So these catwalks are really cool too. That's just neat to see on there. So again, this is the RCC4 USG EC YUZUKI by RoonChannel. Very, very cool build. All right, so I'm going to jump over to Reforged Eden 2 now. All right, so now we're in RE2, and when I came in, there was this storm going on, and I just thought it looks exceptionally cool with this build sitting here with the blinky lights. So I just kept the storm going for now. I'll clear it up in a minute here, but let's just check out this ship in a atmospheric section here. So this is the Argo Raft by Wizard, and this looks really, really, really cool. Loving the visuals I'm getting here. I think the storm is helping too. It's just that looks neat. Very sci-fi going on here. So I keep on thinking that this is a Star Citizen build, but I'm not. I know Star Citizen has a ship called the Argo. This might be a newer model of that. I don't remember this ship But it certainly looks like it could be a Star Citizen ship, and it probably is. But man, this looks cool. Oh my goodness, does this look cool? I love these like leg pieces on here, and then you can see the open architecture on the inside here with these big like storage crates, which look exceptionally cool as well. Over the main hall there. Oh yeah, this is neat. Look at that. Yeah, I'll get the lights on so we can see the detail better in a second. But man, that just looks so cool right now. Gotta say. Oh, look at the top side too. Yeah, I love the how it's painted with the the orange, like again like hull plating over other parts of the ship there, and it's kind of like it's clean and looks very technical. Um, yeah, just yeah, very cool, very cool. Oh, I like the texture lights back over here too, kind of overlooking this cargo freight area back here. You can see the wiring going in there. Oh wow, yeah, that's neat. That is neat. The blinky lights are great too. All right, here, let me fix the weather. Yeah, well, cool. We'll make it daytime again too. Just wanted to check that out. That was just kind of a random freak thing. I don't know why it was storming when I got here, but it was. So here's what it looks like in daylight. Yeah, this is cool. This is cool. The Wizard has been making a lot of very cool, detailed creations of a bunch of different things. And yeah, this is definitely more of a shippy ship type of build. Well, there's some other builds that the Wizard made too, but some of them were like almost like old school like sailing ships and things like that. So kind of a variety. But this is this looks really cool. Look at this bridge too. It looks like it's just like this big armored section over there. I love the paint job on it. That's cool. Looks very looks very Star Citizen. Even though I need to brush up on Star Citizen ships because I am not familiar with this ship in Star Citizen. I'm familiar with the name, but not this particular model. Look at this crazy blockwork going to these like probably VTOL thruster legs here. That's cool too. And then these like shipping containers that it's moving around. So cool using the louvered doors for its side panels on these, which probably do open. I don't know if they'll go to anything. Oh yeah, it kind of actually does open up to. They have interiors on all the boxes. That's cool. But that looks right for like a shipping container side haul material too, what the louvers make. Got some spotlights back over here. And the bottom of those crates all look like this. Got some guns chilling out over here. That looks really cool too. And it looks like a multi-turret on the bottom middle there. Do a little salvaging or mining on your way. Got some actual guns here too. And I have a little laser cannon action going on there. Not just 4 light laser cannons, so not like heavy into combat. Got the I don't know what they look like spotlights kind of, but they're not. That's cool. That is very cool. Oh yeah, very pretty ship here. Yeah, that's cool. That is cool. Just another notable little feature here is this kind of like almost like this protective roll cage kind of thing over here going around the lower part of the cockpit in case you bang into an asteroid or something. It won't smash your front glass and lose oxygen and kill all the crew. So that is really cool. Kind of a protective thing. Oh, I think these are like entry doors right there. That's really interesting. I think that's where I'm going to be going in at too. Let me just look at the top, see if there's any oh, no, that's not what I thought it was. Never mind. I at first I thought maybe it top mounted, but I don't think so. That is a part there. All right, so and this is asymmetrically placed over on the one side here. So I'm gonna fly in here, and then we're gonna adjust the lights and take a tour. All right, so yeah, very cool way on the front. There's probably other ways in and out of the ship as well. I just haven't seen them yet. Oh, I like the LCD. That's cool. Just trying to look at how that's made there. Yeah, no, I think it's drawn out that yellow line around the outside of it. So it's yeah. At first, I thought it was like an old school LCD, but it's not. It's a new one, projector style, but just really cool how it's got the black background on there, and the text on the front is white. So it's kind of inverted from what you normally see. So let's go check out the bridge here first. Got a couple CPU cores walking into there. And oh, look at that. Oh, I love all the, oh, look at those LCDs up on the top there too. That looks so cool with the orange effect going on them. And that radar, like, image here. That is cool. Shield image on the other LCD over here. Shield status, 78%. Oh, that's cool. I don't think I haven't seen those, these LCDs before. Those are, I don't know if the Wizard made those too, or if they're out there somewhere, but that's cool. That is very, very cool. So we got a crew member right over here, another open terminal over here, and then our pilot seat with a really cool glass front section there. Oh yeah, that looks nice too. The Argo going around that. Nice looking doorway. So we got turbo lift, airlock. Check out. Okay, so this is going to go to an elevator room. Very cool. Censored and animated LCD with the teleporter. I'm going to avoid the turbo lift until I check out the rest of this deck here. So over here, yeah, just kind of like a like your kitchen chill out spot. Got a really cool holographic table there. Food processor back behind the counter. Fridge. Medical bay right off to the side here. Very cool. With the shower, the toilet. And we at least got this part there. Not seeing all the equipment in here. I am seeing that though. Probably just wasn't enough room to put it all in there. That's cool looking sign LCD on there too. So yeah, bunk beds right over there, and then we got a weapon locker in the corner as well. All right, so now let's get to the turbo lift room. We got the armor locker, armor repair, ATM in here as well. And we got an engineering room, and then we got here. I'll avoid that a second and go this way. Cool looking hallway. I love the colors going from that like dark gray to the fairly high intensity like orangish red. Very cool look. A lot of detail on the walls and stuff in the ceiling here too. Oh, look at the ventilator kind of behind the grate there. That looks really, really cool. Man, everywhere you look. Operator. Oh, look at this. So we got like a crane lift operator back here. Wow, that's what it looks like from the inside in the cargo area. There's like a big sliding crane that goes on tracks and picks up these big space shipping container crates and moves them around. We got an operator for it back there. That's cool. Main core right there. These got to be constructors or something. We're looking at like a side view. Hold on. Got a detector right there. Got to get up this. Yeah, that is a constructor. That looks so cool the way it's set up. It so matches the ship with that armored plating with the color scheme. Looking at it from the side view like that, that is cool. But a couple small constructors there, basically. Just had to identify that to make sure I was looking at what I thought I was looking at. Got a switch here that did something. Oh, that's opens up the door that I manually opened. Okay, makes sense. Give you access to the detector. Oh, and then we got protection over here. We got some small shield parts in here as well. Very cool lighting too. And more shield parts in here. And even a bigger shield part over here. Wow. Couple, yeah, medium shields in there. Definitely have to take a look at the shielding on this ship here, too. Very cool hallway section. I mean, the ship isn't all that big with its interior space, but I mean, the areas it does have, it is really, really decking out. Definitely like that. Then over here, we've got our main shield room right over here, and you can see the warp drive right up over there. Maybe we'll get more views of it from different locations. Oh, gravity generator there. Oh, it lets you walk around this. I didn't think you could fit through there, but you can. That's cool. Alright, so we are at the top of the turbo lift. So I think that's it. I think that is the whole interior space of the ship, which makes sense. Again, it's only at the front part of the ship here, and everything else is kind of like with the moving the crane and the cargo containers and all that stuff in the back of the ship. Since we started with the bridge, yep, that's very, very cool. What a cool ship. The lights back on there and take a look at some numbers here. So unlock level 25, size class 8, 44 forward, 22 strafing, 53 lift, 31 reverse, 41 down, 11 fuel tanks, 3 oxygen tanks. Quite a lot of sentry guns on here. Other than that, well, no, we got some like offensive weapons, an MX4 rapid torpedo launcher. Interesting. We had the 4 laser cannons that we've seen. There's a couple flak turrets on there. And of course the multi-turret. 11 hour and 7 minute build time. Using 2 quantum processors, so that would indicate that maybe it's a Core 8. Maybe. Let's see. I think it may be a Core 8. So 760,000 CPU using 661. Translation to a Core 8. So 2 basic, 2 approved, 2 advanced, and 1 superior core. Let me just see the total shield strength on here. I'm sorry, I'm just checking the warp drive. So standard warp drive, I believe the 30 light year warp drive. And tackside tank. Stock shield on here, 61,060. A lot of P menu options here for ramps and parking lights and lift bridges and floodlights and sentry guns and radar. Yeah, a lot of power management and options here in P menu. See what your storage is. Oh yeah, there's the Wizard LCD over there as well. That is cool. All right, storage. Let's see here. Nicely color coordinated and labeled. So we've got a storage bay at 192K. Small production 1 and 2. So small production 1 is 192K as well. Second is 16K. And then we got 3 ammunition boxes, it looks like. So 14K boxes. And then a repair station protection tank. And a trash container. Very nice. Super detailed. Really cool build here. Yeah, it's just sharp looking ship. Love the color scheme on it again. I didn't really look at this area back here. That's where the forward thrusters are. Very cool looking thruster assemblies back here too. The way that's arranged. That's actually LCDs going in front of the actual thrusters right there to make that that look there. Oh, very, very cool. Very cool. All right. So again, this is the Argo Raft by Wizard. Very, very cool build here. Super, super detailed. I got it again. It's probably a Star Citizen replica. I got to brush up on Star Citizen and see what new ships I've got because I just don't recall seeing this particular ship, but it is amazing looking. All right, moving on here. So next build, we have the Star Wars Providence by Barefoot and Hillbilly. And this is another really cool ship here to add to Barefoot's huge library of Star Wars creations. And this This looks really, really cool. Pretty unique looking ship, I gotta say. I don't recall seeing this one in the shows or movie that I've seen, but I'm behind. Still have to catch up on Star Wars big time here. But yeah, this looks really, really cool. I love how it's textured there. You got kind of a lot of different hull materials and different color schemes and little doodads in here. Like you can see this thin blocks creating different shapes on the front hull. And it's done that way to kind of make it look a little bit like, I don't know, a little bit run down, like it's used. It's not like obviously a rusted mess, but yeah, like just the kind of random color differences between and texture differences. Very cool way that these are textured. Cool looking cockpit there too. I like how that's arranged. Yeah, very Star Wars like. We obviously got the front door there. Get around the sides here. And it's got this big, like, tail piece on it. Kind of like you can almost see all the framework kind of holding all this together into this big, like, kind of wing assembly here, which is really cool. Now, like two of the wings are at 45-degree angles. That looks very cool. Very, very neat how that's arranged. I don't think there's actually anything up in here, though, is there? Maybe some parts. Fuel tanks and stuff. Oh, I don't know. There is kind of like there's like a way in there. Huh. Interesting. It's like some kind of drop ship. Maybe it is meant to carry something behind here. I don't know. Like this landing gear set up here, too, and that's the texture lights in the windows there. You can see some interior space there. The whole time, I don't think I mentioned if this was a CV or SV, but I'm gotta say that this is a probably a SV, isn't it? So it's a big SV, but I believe this is definitely a SV. Couple weapon launcher points up over there. That's cool. That is cool. All right, let me adjust the lights here. We'll get aboard. Something like that. So you got O2 and a armor locker as soon as you walk up in here. And then we're looking at a, here, I'll get a little bit more lighting going on it. It's awfully dark on planet surface at night. Go with something like that. All right. So, yeah, in here we can see the warp drive back there, trauma station. Definitely an SV, obviously. But, yeah, when I first spawned it, I didn't really look. And it kind of looked like it could have been a CV. But, yeah, I suppose if you put it next to a CV, you'd probably notice the scaling difference. But, yeah, this is all SV. So, what does that switch do? Probably open up the door over here for the, like a generator room. Let me get the flashlight on there. Yeah, we got the compact shield generator in there. Detachment tank, warp drive. If I access hollow in there. So on this side, oh, look at that goes upstairs. Man, that, you know, parts for, you know, for small blocks in the game, HVs and SVs, there really needs to be some form of staircase and ladder. Like, you know, like you have with CVs and stuff. It kind of sucks that there's nothing for those except angled blocks. So you're kind of limited there when you're trying to do multiple floor small block builds like this one. Main core right over there. And we come up into a constructor, a couple of storage controllers. And that kind of overlooking the lower deck there. And it goes up to a third floor, which is the bridge up top here. Oh, that's cool. So, yeah, that small glass window on the outside, I believe, yeah, the right pilot seat, so you can see right through that glass, too. So it actually does work. That's cool. 3 passenger seats, each with their own box. Actually, another one over here with their controller. That's cool. Love the LCDs over there. Yeah, that looks cool. Just little things like that too. That little pipe back there. You see the red kind of glowy light on the deco part. Another controlling station here. That looks really cool with what's going on up in there, rotating the planets around, kind of like you're looking at a 3D display screen there. So this definitely must be the navigator of the ship over here. This person's looking at some, well, he's kind of doing some navigation too. They don't want to get lost. Killer looking table. Could you make a table look any better than that? I don't know. That is a killer looking table. You almost like got to start your own creation with a furniture store and have like this sitting in it. That looks cool. It almost looks like it's a part that was 3D modeled out. Yeah, that's neat. That is neat. All the we got a food processor in here, a couple fridges, boxes, cool looking techie equipment over there. Got a looks like a bed over here, kind of in the wall there, Star Wars style bed. That's just a cool combination of blocks just to make up the stuff. And look at the blocks going around the doorway here as well. That is cool. Another bedroom here, or crew room, I should say. Storage controller in there as well. And look at all the boxes back here. And oh, they got a looks like a carrying around a fuel tank. Couple fuel tanks in there. And a bunch of boxes. And then wow, this is all above that lower section there. So this is where it's got that like drop zone onto like the freight that it would carry back there. And then way back over in here, it's got a gravity generator, Wi-Fi, looks like a regular generator, some cool looking stuff on the back wall there. Just a bunch of fuel and O2. Yeah, this looks really, really, really nice. Cool tour. I mean, this is all SV too. Love these beds too. Yeah, just very, very nicely done. It has a very atmospheric in there. Really feels Star Warsy. Like the railings made with blocks too, going around there. Cool feature there. So yeah, really, really sweet ship here. Another very cool addition to Barefootin's Star Wars lineup, which is very extensive. There is a lot of Star Wars builds that he's made, and a really cool like texture color scheme on these too. Just kind of giving it that gritty look without looking like a rust bucket. So it's kind of somewhere in the middle. Yeah, very, very nice. All right, let's look at the numbers here. So unlock level 20, size class 4, 34, 27 strafing, 39 lift, 15 reverse, 24 down, 13 fuel tanks, 11 oxygen tanks, couple plasma cannons, 3 of these retractable light Gatling turrets. So you got some drone defense there, plus you can shoot some stuff too. 3-hour build time. Pretty light on the resource costs. Not really needing much of anything special. A few plasma converters, few antimatter converters, and that's about it. CPU set to 21,000, using just about most of that. So that's going to translate to a Core 7. So it avoided any superior cores, so it does not need the quantum processors. 10,046 stock shield on here. Storage wise, wrong ship. Let's look at this one. Let's see. We've got a ammo controller at just about 3K. A lot of boxes. I think that's mainly what it's going to have aboard. We've seen a lot of them when we were walking through the interior. So a lot of boxes, and these can fluctuate in depending on what box they are. Oh, actually, yeah. Besides these, like what, 9 controllers right over here. These are controllers, all fluctuating in their storage size. Some like this one's 4688. Keep in mind for SV, that's pretty good sized controller for an SV. That they storage is way different than CVs, so it takes a lot more cargo extensions to build a fairly small SV controller versus what you get out of a CV controller. Yeah, I think we already looked at the shield. Yeah, very, very cool build here. Definitely slick interior. Um, this is obviously some kind of like freighter utility craft, I do believe, and I believe it's going to be moving things over in this part of the ship. I don't know the backstory on that. But yeah, killer looking tail area there too. I love the 45-degree fins in that like 3-pack there. And they all look like they kind of go together and look right too. So again, this is the Star Wars Providence by Barefoot and Hillbilly. Very, very cool build. All right, so now we're going to get over to some shooting, I believe. So this is the Hellcat by Artemis Rogue. And yep, yeah, definitely a shooting ship. Oh, we got the flames. We got a really cool LCD logo on the side and a different color scheme from the normal blue kind of theme that he's been doing. And now we've got, this is more like a yellow theme, but it is kind of doing the a lot of the roundy stuff, which looks really cool. Very, very detailed and sharp on the outside here. And yeah, I like the texture lights on the insides of these compartments here too, like different size like rings. A lot of detail there, pipes. I did mention flames. It's a Hellcat. What do you expect? That's cool. And a lot of the big guns in the back there. Plus, looks like everything's going to have a great line of sight with all its weaponry. Going around the hull there. We got a cockpit in the back area. I'll check out the hull material in a little bit. We got flames going on the inside too. That's cool. It almost kind of looks like, yeah, there's one there, and then there's one there. Kind of looks like there's just a big stream of flame coming out there and over here. Let's check out the back area here. So again, it's similar to some other Artemis Rogue builds where it's like, guess where the thrusters are. The real thrusters. So that's cool. Look at this. That looks neat. And there's flames coming out of those parts too. So somewhere back in here, there's thrusters. But usually, where you think they might be, you're probably wrong. So if you're like chasing this down in space, doing some PvP combat, you may not know how to even disable its forward thrusters because you don't exactly know which ones are thrusters. It's just, that's cool. That is cool. All right. So since it's a combat CV, I'm going to have to get out the tool and check out the interior stuff here. So we got, I see some combat steel already in here. Hardened steel, combat steel. So mixed hull materials. Usually the front is going to be full of this kind of thing, which is, we got a decoy thruster right there. And there's probably some other decoy parts in here. Maybe they were left out. I don't know. There's a lot going on in there. Kind of actually built up on the inside here too. Different shaped blocks and things like that. And over here we got a decoy turret. And I think this actually looks like it could be a dual use room here. Maybe. I don't know. There's no entryway to it though. Maybe it's just like bulk armor areas, trying to keep it kind of lightweight but shielded, so all the blast radius takes place in the front here, shooting out like the decoy thrusters and stuff. And this is all combat steel here too, so definitely a protective wall where you get to the inside of the ship, which probably starts just beyond this point here. All right, so let's get aboard here and take a tour. Yeah, I believe we come in the back. There could be other ways in, but here, let me park up here a second. And we will adjust the lights. Oh, wow, look at that. So here's our strafing thrust. That's an unusual setup. And oh, that's our lift thrust right there. That looks cool. I don't think I've ever seen that done before with thrusters. And obviously, this class is actually keeping you out of harm's way. Like if I turn on the HUD here and I walk up to this point, I'm not fried by thrust. But it looks like there's a sensor in there turning them off too. So added safety. Not over. Maybe not on this one. But yeah, it's protecting you. Like if I were to jump up here, yeah, I could start getting some a little bit of rats. But yeah, it's actually keeping it pretty safe. So you got a small hangar back here, pilot seat right there, armor locker, fridge, O2, and med bay. Then we got an elevator on the one side, actually both sides. Let's go up one deck here. So we got a place to do some crafting. So we got a place for advanced constructor. There's more room in here, obviously, so you could probably add in at least another small constructor, maybe another large constructor. I think actually another large constructor right there. Well, it would probably block the elevator then. I like the multicolored texture lights going up in the front of the hangar there too. That looks really cool. I like the color scheme on it. It's a breakup from the normal blue, going into this like yellow Hellcat scheme here. Okay, so that's going to get us back on the other side here, which is got like another utility room, storage controller, a lot of storage or cargo extensions. Again, that looks really cool with that LCD there and the colors and the looking through the glass and all that. That's nice. So over here we got a hallway, and then it goes up a little bit here to the top, which we have like our full med bay plus a weapon locker. Toilet and shower. Quick access in from the back of the ship right here. This is probably going to go right over into the bridge, I'm guessing. Oh, we got more access doors over here. That's cool. Look at all the guns in your face. Yeah, don't I? Then we got, there's engineering too. Wait a minute. This is, oh, interesting. So there's like a way down through the elevator there. Got our protection tank. You see the warp drive down there. Advanced generator there. And we got kind of a top hallway going through this this front part here. There is a block wall right there, though. I think if I was in space, I could jetpack through this, but or maybe I can do a crouch jump if I was good at crouch jumping. But yeah, here, this would get us to all our compartmented rooms, which are usually built to hold like medium shields, like you see in there, or a large shield, or more shields. Just so you can really soup this up. They're all staggered. I've seen this on some other builds that he's made. So even if it takes side impact, like one of these rooms gets penetrated, it will not extend to the other rooms in here because they're all kind of separated. And even the doors don't line up for added hull protection. Got a pilot seat over here too, just in case you're messing with this stuff and get attacked real quick. So yeah, very, very cool. And of course we got our main bridge right up top here with our med bay and O2 and nice visibility, and a fairly safe location on the ship too. Back from the front of the ship where the AI is going to be blasting at probably the decoys in the hull here, while all your guns are just lighting everything under the sun up. Very nice looking ship too. Look how it looks at night there. It kind of lights up a lot. Yeah. Very cool. Definitely like the look and color scheme of the Hellcat scheme here too, versus the more standard bluish scheme that we've seen on other builds from the same author. All right, so number wise, size class 4, unlock level 25, 29 forward, 26 strafing, 26 lift, 26 reverse, and 26 down. 8 fuel tanks, 1 oxygen tank, 29 sentry guns, 11 light laser turrets. 14 light plasma cannons. Actually, there's more Gatling turrets in there, 4 of those. 6 hour, 4-minute build time. Really light on its resource build costs for a combat ship, especially. Now, this isn't all that high of core at all. Well, core 7, I think. 620K CPU dialed right into that. And that's going to translate to a core 7. So yeah, it avoids the superior cores in there, so you don't need the quantum processors. Let me sort that real quick. Check the warp drive. So we got a standard 30 light year warp drive on there. Total shield strength, stock at least, 75,572. So big shield, even stock, but a lot of places for more shield parts and things in here. P menu, we do have sentries on or off, and radar and GATs on or off. So, yeah, now we got, yeah, there are sentry guns all over the place. Obviously, what was it, like 29 on the ship here? So, yeah, definitely looks like it would be very capable in combat, especially for its resource cost and its firepower. That's really cool. It's a hard balance there. All right, storage wise, let's see. Oop. So we got an ammo. We got 2 ammo controllers. Looks like 2 at 96K. Harvest controller 168K. Beyond that, a fridge, Pentaxid tank, and well, a fridge and a large fridge. So 2 fridges. So yeah, very, very cool. Again, this is the Hellcat by Artemis Rogue. Very nice, very nice. Like the switch up in color and stuff and aesthetics and stuff too. It's cool. It's always fun to do as an author. If I try to build like too many of one theme in a row, especially, I get really burned out with it. And then I like to go to like try all the things. It's kind of exciting again. And then eventually I come back to that theme. So I've been doing that for years now, going between like human builds or Scar or Creel or others in there too, just to mix it up. All right, so the next build here is the Delver Reforged Eden 2 by Entei. And this looks like a small, compact CV miner. Looks like a 6 drill setup here. Really cool looking design on this. Like the texture lights kind of going with Entei's kind of white and green glowy theme, which is a very, very cool theme. We see some other builds following the same color theme. Got a couple spotlights there. Nice visible bridge centered in all the drills. Again, 6-pack of drills. Got a Gatling gun there for or Gatling turret for some drone protection there. And it looks like some of this stuff is just kind of out on the outside of the ship here. We got a small shield part Pentaxid tank. I think. That's got to be the advanced Pentaxid tank. No, it's not. I had it wrong. Large prototype micro. So that's your jump drive. So inside the system, that would be a very useful feature here. I gotta mess with that. I gotta mess with that in game. I'll make a point of doing that next time I do a playthrough. Really cool back end color scheme there too. Seeing that flying around. Yeah, I don't even have the lights on here all the way. Let me a little more lighting on this build here too. Looks really cool at night though. So yeah, very, very compact CV miner. I like it. And I think I wouldn't doubt this is the real long range radar too. It is, yeah. Based on what it is, I would want a long range radar on this build. And it looks like it's just perfectly set up from what I can tell from like thrust and options. It doesn't look like it's going to break the bank cost wise. And it's really to the point here. And we got a access door to the bridge right on the front. I don't think there's any access into the rear of the ship. It's probably all full of parts. Cool looking landing gear set up there as well. You know, it doesn't look terribly expensive either. I mean, I know it's a CV miner. They're usually kind of an expensive kind of build, but this really is looking like it's keeping everything really, really cheap. So let's let me pop in here. And yeah, so we just got a bridge, couple looks like improved basic CPU core there. Yeah, a couple of basic. Well, nah, they're bigger than that. Ammo box right on the side. Storage controller on the other side there. and we're in business. So yeah, it's very dedicated CB miner. That's cool. To the point. You know, yeah. All right. Let's see what kind of storage and things it's got going on here. Start with unlock level 25, size class 1. A lot of forward thrust power on here. 181 forward, 75 strafing, 100 lift, 90 reverse, 94 down. So very agile. Secondary numbers are way up there too. That's good for moving along around a lot of ore and things like that. Long range radar. Got the 6 laser drills, the 1 Gatling turret. 2 hour and 39-minute build time. Not really needing anything too special here at all. A little bit of platinum ingot, which is probably, I don't know if that has something to do with the drills or not. Or maybe it has something to do with the micro jump drive on there. CPU wise, set to 290. Well, it's set to 305,000. Set to 297. It translates to a, sort that real quick, a core 3 only. So 1 improved and 1 basic in here to get the CPU set up on there. Stock shield on here, 14,108. No P menu options. Again, I don't know what you would have with them. Maybe the front spotlights or something like that. But other than that, just ready to go to do some asteroid mining. And storage-wise, so we got a harvest bay at 320k, an ammo box at 14k, and then our pentaxi tank. So very much to the point there. Nice single 320k harvest bay. So yeah, just go up there and chew up all the ore in style. Plus that micro jump drive in there might help you get from asteroid to asteroid faster in the same system. Yeah, very, very nice. Very nice. Definitely like it. Very efficient, compact CV miner design there. Good looking too. So again, this is the Delver Reforged in 2 by Entei. Very, very nice. All right, so the next build here. This one comes in multiple different colors, by the way. So this is the Zephyron, if I said that correctly. RE2 by Ozfresh. It's I got it a little crooked here on the ground. Sorry about that. Well, not quite level, is it? But yeah, this is a pretty interesting looking CV here. Really lights up. Holy smokes. I turned the ship on and it's got lights everywhere. I'm seeing everything's glowing around it here. Really interesting ship design and shape on here. That's cool. It's like a big triangle. Kind of the overall shape like that kind of reminds me of like a stealth bomber. But it's not. It's way different everywhere else, which is cool. It's got this kind of opens up on the inside here. Really cool angles there. It's almost kind of. I was trying to figure out if that was a hangar. Kind of. I don't know. There's like some internal areas back in there too. But I would say its primary role would be a combat vessel. A lot of firepower on here. Got some big cannons on the front there. Quite a lot of turrets going along the backside. And at least, yeah, a couple more turrets on the bottom side. A lot of sentry guns around the ship as well. Really unique looking. I almost feel like this thing lights up so much, I really ought to look at it in a darker setting here. Yeah, look at it something like kind of like at night here. That looks really cool at night. I think it was kind of designed to, you know, obviously it's a spaceship, so be flying around in dark space there and really, really light up neatly. So let's take a look at the bottom side here. Got some really cool, oh wow, those are LCDs in there. That's cool. Interesting, like, hull material, too. I think it's pretty much all the same texture, which could be, is this all Xeno? Yeah, look at that. There's a lot of Xeno in here. Yeah. I don't know if it's all Xeno or not, but I would say the hull is primarily Xeno. Well, not all of it. Combat steel up front here. It's just, it's like that texture works with both Xeno blocks and your like combat steel and regular steel, and carbon and all that. So kind of like a universal texture between different materials. You know, it just looks like the whole ship was painted with that, but then it has all these really cool like texture light accents at various parts of the ship here. Then we're up to the bridge section. That looks really cool. A couple oh, like some alien parts in there too. Interesting. Little console things in there, but our main pilot seat there. Interesting layout on the ship here. Let's look at the backside here. Oh wow, we got a long range radar array. Let's see if that's a real one. That's a real one. Who's stocked with that? Very nice. Couple big old drive thrusters for strafing, and then our forward thrust over here. This looks wild too. Oh, I love the LCDs in there. It's like, yeah, there's like multiple rings. There's like a ring there and a double ring on the inside there. That really makes the thrusters look way, way, way different than normal. That's cool. Astral Engineering. That's a cool looking LCD. It's kind of like a black hole or like a big whirlpool kind of design in there. It actually looks like it's all pixel art or pixely. Yeah, very interesting. Very interesting. We got a large plasma turbine sitting back over there. Looks like a small fusion reactor, warp drive, and a shield in the back part of the ship, all in that onto that big glass section there. Wow, it's really bright on the bottom side of the ship. There's a lot of lighting on here. You can see these lights in these places here. Looks like alarm sentry, I think. Yeah, alarm sentry there. I'll make sure it wasn't some other part. And yeah, very interesting. So this whole front part, well, again, it's a combat ship, so I'm going to do a little flying in the inside of the hull here. See what's happening. We obviously already know there's a lot of xenoblocks. Combat steel. Got an alarm sentry. I think right here is what. No, that's a target painter. Right there. All solid blocks in this area. Looks like a decoy railgun right there. Or launcher, decoy thrusters on either side here. So this whole front part is meant to be shot up. And a lot of protection there. And then the main core, probably like a kill switch in case you lose this much of your front hull. It will shut the ship down, which is probably a good thing, actually. Because any more than that, you probably start taking some serious damage. Where if you just lose your ship at this point, the AI typically stops shooting at you. And you can grab your ship and fix it up fairly cheaply before you lose a lot of expensive stuff. So this is really interesting, the way this is set up here. Okay, I'm going to park it here. I'm going to lower the lights down quite a bit here. And take a walking tour here. It almost like lights up like daylight in here, which is really cool. They're very wild looking. Look at the wild looking LCDs in here. Big bunches of information about upgrades and all kinds of stuff on the ship there. Very cool looking LCD there. And I always compliment authors that put that in to help out the players know what's up with it when they get a build like this. So they know where things go and what you can do with it. Very cool. Oh, you can see that that front core from the backside here too. That big open area in the middle of the ship. Yeah, really wild looking stuff going on in here. That's cool. That's that like red force field. And then it's got an extra LCD in there to give it that really kind of crazy looking, I don't know, like alien halo kind of look. I don't know. Oh, look at this. This is all like pixel art over here too. See all the individual characters making up the lettering. If you want to use like a different font or something like that, you got to do that. I don't think the game has any other fonts available for LCDs. So this is a really wide design here. So we got a internal force field going on in here. Pretty unusual shaped one too. That's cool. Over here, this would be our Oh, this is really cool. Nice LCD for that. This is she can basically teleport within the ship, but you do have to set this up in gameplay itself. It's just the author has everything kind of ready for it, but unfortunately, it forgets the settings, so you have to do it in gameplay when you get the ship. So over here we have a farming section. Really cool LCDs above the grow plots too. Really changes the way they look. That is a neat idea actually. And we got the red line on the side over there. Then over here it's kind of we got a parts holding room over here. Secure one. We got a big shield in there. Some lightning coming off from that. Obvious location for another big shield there. Over here looks like we got a kitchen. Well, food processing, couple fridges, right off from the farm, makes a lot of sense. Very conveniently. I even got a bathroom. You eat a little too much there. What a trip on the inside of the ship, though. Very, very unusual layout. This is kind of going around that chamber there. Oh, we got drone bays, too. Oh, that's cool. So, yes, it also launches drones. CPU cores in there. This kind of goes around. This is one of the other warp points there. Yep, teleporter location right there. It already set up with probably a sensor in there. Yep, set it to the teleporter signal. Very nice. Another drone bay room over here. So it kind of walks all the way around and then back down to this area. And on the other side over here, oh, it's way different. Oh, wow. So we got production here. So we got obviously another location there for probably a deconstructor, an advanced constructor there, universal constructor here, another teleport location, and more shield parts in the big room over there. I might have to look on the outside of the ship to see if there's some kind of entry point into that room. I'm not seeing it from inside the ship. So you might have to go outside to get to that area, or just remove a block temporarily and pop in a shield and put it back. That's cool. That's cool there too. Yeah, really wild design here. All right, so let's go up. Okay, so level 1. And then level 2. Medical bridge access, utilities, large shield rooms. Oh, maybe you get to them from here. Oh, wow, look at this. So, yeah, this gets right to, like, yeah, our shield rooms and things like, oh, look at all this stuff in here. That is pretty wild. We got a door that goes out this way. Oh, we're right outside. Walking along the outside hall of the ship there. And we got this tube to get us to this side over here, which is kind of like the center. So we got our medical bay here. Looks like our specialized equipment. Elevator going to the bridge there. Oh, another elevator right there to the bridge. Oh, what a trip. Just the way this is done. I didn't even notice these overlooking rooms from the lower side. A lot of places for shields, or small shields up in there. And then this gets into this side here where you can see, yeah, where you place those shields. And then up in here, you're getting up to the bridge, and that's where our, uh-oh, let me out, let me out. Why won't you let me out? I don't know why I can't. Is that a glass wall? Oh, probably gotta take the exit door, huh? That is a glass wall. That's why I couldn't get out. And this is, okay, this is outside here. So where, oh, the bridge is up. Durr. All right, here's our bridge. That's a cool view. Oh, look at the energy weapons, drone systems. I wonder if those are all tied to P menu controls. ATM over here, O2, armor locker. our warp point, internal ship warp point to here. Cool looking console stuff. I've seen these in some POIs before. Very nice, very nice. And our plasma turbine set 100%. All right, so let's look at the numbers, and I want to test the P menu controls too. So, unlock level 25, size class 7, 24 forward, 24 strafing, 32 lift, 27 reverse, 24 down. Very balanced on the thrust. 8 fuel tanks, 4 oxygen tanks, all kinds of guns, lots of guns. Target painter in there too. Yeah, we got some X-ray stuff. It's gonna be fairly expensive, I'm thinking. A lot of guns again. Let's go through the whole. Yeah, but only 4 quantum processors, so gonna have to be probably a core 9 in here. We got a reactor core. Yeah, we did see the small fusion reactor in the back there. So I need some stuff, but I think it's only a core 9. Yeah, really dialed into that. Look at that, only six slot numbers away from touching it. So you have to try to pack in as much as possible at core 9. Let's take a look here. Just want to check out the shield. I'm sorry, the warp drive. I don't I see a warp drive field. Let me sort that real quick. There it is. Advanced warp drive and an advanced pentaxid tank. Interesting. Yeah, there is an advanced pentaxid tank as well. I imagine it would just hold more pentaxid. I don't know if it does other things. Larger storage capacity for pentaxid. Yeah, okay, so I don't think it makes you warp any farther. It just holds more pentaxid at once, I believe. Stock shield on here is 70,211. Again, a lot of P menu controls here. All right, so we've got a lot of this stuff. So let's take a look at that. Energy, drone, radar, constructors. Let's turn off drone and constructors. Okay, I was just kind of curious if that was going to animate or not. I don't think so. Looks really cool though. You can kind of see what the author did here. There's actually like 2 layers of text over one another. How this other part here was created, I couldn't exactly say, but that looks really cool. Yeah, it's just neat, just the way the LCDs are kind of done up there. I think that's just kind of more of a content, though. I don't think it. To have them animated, you need a lot of places to put your LCD projectors, which is, I find it extremely difficult on a lot of builds to be able to place all those LCDs around. It's almost like you gotta have like a side hidden room behind the walls or something in mind before you do that kind of thing, so you can have enough room to put all those LCDs in place. But yeah, very cool, very cool ship. And again, it does come in multiple colors. From the post there's all kinds of different color variants you could have on this build here. So that is very cool too. All right, so I think we looked at the general numbers. Let's look at the storage. So we've got quite a nice labeled section of storage. Oh, we got a repair station all in black in there. We got, let's see, the pharma fridge, devices and blocks, 640K. Input is 640. Or it's 256K. That'd be a fridge. Ammo controller 320. Ammo controller 1. I bet you these are boxes here. I think a lot of these are going to be boxes. So an advanced pentaxid tank holds 3,000. I think a standard one holds 1,000. So I think it would be 3 times the amount of pentaxid it holds. Second ammo controller at 320K. You know, that does make good sense too, because it is a combat ship. But I think, yeah, our main storage was up in here. We got some other boxes in this area here. Yeah, very cool. So again, this is the Zephyron. by Ozfres, or Zephyron RE2 by Ozfres. Very, very cool build here. Combat CV, really unusual layout and design on it, and very cool, very cool. All right, so let's get the lights back on. So we got our biggest build of the day right here. No, I'm kidding. This looks cool. I know what this is. I've seen this in a Star Wars movie before. So this is the ATTE by Circle K 8211. And yeah, this is a kind of a combat walker from Star Wars. As a six-legged robot. Looked really, really cool. This is a complicated thing. In fact, at one point in time, there's some kind of Star Wars challenge quite a long time ago. And this was one of the things I was thinking about attempting to try to build. But I decided not to and went with something else. I forget what I did at that point in time. But I just kind of looked at it and thought, wow, this is going to be too complicated to do with blocks. But the author did a really nice job on it. And trust me, this is a very complex design for this particular vehicle, especially with like how the legs work and the 6 legs and everything like that. But the author did a great job on here. I do have this on, right? Yeah. That looks cool. I love how the author did like all the moving parts for the legs here. You can see where the joints are, like on the front legs. And then it had like, again, a 6-pack of legs. So it's got like these middle ones here too, which are just really unique walking format here. And I love the armor plating here, and it kind of goes up around where the roundy parts for the leg motion would be. Cool. Definitely fits the color scheme for Star Wars as well. And then you got your cockpit right up top here. Big old artillery gun on top. Couple, actually a 4-pack of turrets on the front there too. Looks like a couple. Let's see what these are. Plasma, and we got some Gatlings there. That looks really cool. Again, complicated type of build to do. There's some other blocks in here that that I would love to. I mean, this. Imagine if we had like angled blocks, like cut this one in half at that slope. It maintains that same slope, but it's angled like that. Some blocks like that could really help with a lot of these intricate designs like this. But yeah, the author really didn't have too much choice there in the matter. Had to kind of square that off because there's just non-existent blocks for that kind of thing there. Oh, and it got actually like a landing thing on the back here, so it can kind of back into something. There are landing pads on the feet here too. Oh, this is a HV. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I know it was a small block build, but yeah, it is a legit HV as well. So all these feet actually have the hover, small ones too. Hover, whatever things in there, whatever their full name is. That's cool. That's cool. A couple fuel tanks down in there. Like the darker gray on the bottom side. Generators there. Got up in taxi tank, shield. Lots of fuel tanks in this general area. Some RCS in there as well. And it's got it all armored at the top. So if you were... Well, this is... Oh, God. I think this was a Rebel build here and not Imperial. So if you were a bad guy Imperial, and you had a lightsaber, if you could run under here and go, you could chop all this up and take this down pretty good. But you're the bad guy, so you should be over there getting shot by this instead. So no, that is very, very cool design here. Definitely like that. Probably not as much as my lightsaber sound effect. No, I'm just kidding. That's cool. So we got a cool looking cockpit here. I got to figure out how to get in here. It looks kind of, I like that. It looks like this big metal, like industrial cage here for the pilot. But, oh, I bet you're right here. So I think you jetpack up into this? Yeah, I think we do. Here, I'm going to do that. Let me adjust the lights here a little bit. I don't know if there's any actual legit lights here, so we'll just kind of keep it there. So up in here, yeah, your 4 passengers or people that can drop out and do some assaults. Oh wow, there's a back room back over here. Another 4 seats. Clone chamber. Oh, there's a lot of stuff in here. Trauma station, CPU cores, main core, cargo boxes. Rear. Oh, look at that. That's cool. Got rear windows on the back there, so you could like be up here and start like shooting bad guys from inside the room here. That's really cool too on this center section here. That is really Star Wars looking. Oh, too, you got some slots in here for some more equipment as well. And that would fit there. Then up into the cockpit here. That is really cool as well. They just how all that fits in there. And look at that. So that would be your view driving this around. Yeah, very cool design. Hard, complex shape and stuff on this one too. I mean, to do a replica of it, very, very complicated for translating that to Empyrion blocks. And the author did a really nice job on that, especially getting the feet and the little prong things off from the feet there. That, again, looks very Star Wars like. All right, let's look at the numbers on here. Unlock level 25, size class 1. 7 forward, 7 strafing, 7 reverse. Yeah, it does have probably one of those jump things on it, but normally you don't have lift thrusters on one of these builds. So I would say 21 lift, but it's not really. 6 down, again, not really. But it's an HV, so a little different. So, wow. It's set to a lot of CPU, 213,000, but only using 16,000. I wonder, could this be a vanilla build and I'm just getting it wrong? 5,000 shield on here. Hold on. Yeah, it is set to core 8. Oh, it's got a quantum core in it. Yeah, I don't know why it has the quantum core. The CPU is really low on it to start with. Like, it's only using 16,000. You can get by with, like, not much. But it's using a quantum core in here. But I don't know that part. But you could do it with just, like, your regular cores and basics and whatnot to balance that off. Again, it's pretty low CPU on here, so I think you'd only get to like a core 4, maybe 5. It's been a while since I did a HV in that, but yeah, other than that, so when we look at the resource costs, yeah, it does show that quantum core here too. Or maybe if you got one around, just chilling. But yeah, it's not. Yeah, it doesn't need all that much to CPU for this build here. At least the way it's set up now. Maybe if you add like a bunch more guns somehow to it, you could do that. But other than that, obviously HVs don't warp, so we no sense to detect the warp drive. It does have 5,000 on that stock shield. A lot of P menu controls here for your guns and lights and entryways and things like that. So, yeah, very cool there. Storage-wise, got an ammo controller at 70, at just about 8K. Another controller at just about 8K. And then beyond that, protection tank and a few boxes. So, yeah, very, very cool build here. Again, a complicated one to try to pull off in voxel blocks here in Empyrion. And it's such a cool looking build too. So again, this is the ATTE by Circle 8211 or Circle K 8211. Very, very cool build there. Definitely like that. All right, and for the last build of the day, we're back to Star Wars. We do a lot of Star Wars this week. So here we have the Star Wars CR-90 Carrier V4 RE2 by When Will the Hurt Stop? When Will the Hurting Stop? I believe this is a new author to me. I found this in new releases. Thought it looked pretty cool here. I don't know what happened to my FPS or my frame rate here, though, but I seem to be... maybe it's because I get... No, I'm smoother there. Huh, interesting. I am having a little bit of a FPS loss here. Look at this. This is cool. It's one of those Star Wars cruisers. I think we see these in the movies. They had really cool setup of a lot of forward thrusters on these. And this is doing that as well, too. That is a lot of forward thrusters. I'm curious how what the forward thrust speed on this is going to be here. Very cool looking ship, though. It's got the this kind of iconic cylinder front end on it. Seen that on these. But yeah, really cool realized hull here. Look at all the glass and the different rooms that we're seeing from the outside here. Looks like we got some hangars. Oh, big old hangar there. Oh, looks like a boarding ramp from the ground there too. Force fields. Oh yeah, look at that. That's neat. That is cool already. Like the back area here too. A lot of places to land on the top. It did say it was a carrier, so it certainly looks like it. A lot of retractable turrets in this general area here. Pretty big old landing deck on the top here. A little bit of asymmetrical stuff going on here too. Dorsal lift control. Oh, look at that. It's got a way to... Oh, that's cool. It's got a way to take in like builds from the top or bring them up from the hangar to the top. Oh, that's cool. And we got our, looks like our main bridge back over here. Cool looking thruster setups here. Looks like they all have like entry doors here. Oh yeah, so you can get inside and do some thruster access. And there's our reverse thrust art built in there too. Obviously, having those displayed on the front of the ship would not make much sense being a Star Wars ship. It just wouldn't look right. So I do not blame the author at all for putting them back there. I would have done the same thing. Look at all these thruster units back here. There's tons of them. Just tons of them. Kind of way up into the deck there. I do have this a little bit off the ground. I was trying to balance it, but it was being finicky when it parked. It does that to me every time I try to take pictures of some of my ships. The ground's uneven and it's always crooked, and it sucks. So yeah, very, very cool looking ship here. And this is a new author too, to me, that I am unfamiliar with. But the author looks like they know their way around building quite well here. This is really, really nicely done. Like the color stripes on there as well. On the bottom here, looks like we've got a lot of things going on in there, including some real shield parts over here. Oh, look at that lift thrust on here too. That's some big lift thrust. And then like a glass area back here too. Interesting. Oh, this is asymmetrically done here too. Yeah, on this one side. Oh, this is where that yeah, this is where that door is. Let's come in here and get out of God mode. Let's adjust the lights. And let's take a walk up on in here. So airtight in here. You can see the force fields along all the doors. So a nice large hangar area with a ramp for HVs as well. Kind of red and green going across the top there. Fancy pipes. We got like some medical equipment up over here. Security. That's interesting too. This elevator goes all the way up, but you can see that exit point right over there, kind of going into the wall there. O2 up there. And these front doors. Okay, this is, yeah, just access from the front of the ship there. Oh, this is all okay. This is like a lower glass room here. A lot of cargo right there. Let's take this. Let's go down first. Okay, so it's just kind of just a small lower room here. Interesting floor and stuff like that. There's a lot, yeah, a lot of complicated block stuff going on around that area. Okay, medical bay right here. Oh, look at this. Well-equipped medical bay. Got all our stuff. Even got the good old clone chamber in there, plus the main medical bay. Beds, tile floor, plant. Got it all in here. Very nice. So we're going to our forward turbo lift. Kind of like a big old room here. It looks like it would fit constructors and deconstructors nicely in this room. This is a way across. Wow. Kind of a big area over here. Kind of a big like open room for whatever you want. But 2 blocks tall, which is very nice for the size of production stuff. And then, yeah, more equipment here. Looks like you could just kind of deck out the whole area with equipment. And then a front access door here. More security. Let's go up to the next deck here. That goes through both ways. So we got a communications area. Got a lot of room up in this build here. Medbay, O2, ATM, sentry guns, teleporter room here. On a sensor, very nice. And our main bridge, it looks like. So yeah, pilot seat there. A lot of big front display window there. It goes back. Hold on, did we go into this room already? No. So communications room. All the equipment. Got a Wi-Fi up in here. Central turbo lift. Oh wow, look back here. This ship is pretty big. This is actually where production, I think, is meant to be. Yeah, it's got yeah, advanced constructor there. You could probably pop in some more. You might have to get rid of the curvy blocks here, but you could probably line up some more production there. Got a couple fridges, food processors. Oh, the collision on these little plants here suck. they don't. Yeah, okay. That's not the author's fault. I'm just saying the those models there. This one doesn't. Well, not so bad. Gravity generator there. What are these blue rooms here? Oh, showers. So okay, so that's like a centralized bathroom. We got our CPU core room over here. I like a nice access door here. It's like they're all kind of lined up in there. Room for some more probably. And more on this side. We got upper engineering. Wow, this is a pretty big build here. Look at all the room back here too. Oh, look at all the a bunch of 4 advanced generators there. I'm sorry. Storage controller system there. Upper engineering dorsal lift. Oh, yep. Okay. We seen that before. That is cool. Let's write it up. And that'll take us right out to the outer hall. That's a really cool option there. Get back down there. All right. So I think, man, well, I don't know. I don't think we've seen this room yet. So obviously the lower section here where all these advanced generators plus our taxi tank are. Engineering area. Ground access door over here. Oh, I didn't see that on the... Okay, that's cool too. More security. You can tell they use clones for everybody. They're all the same person, just cloned. Very cool, very cool. So I'm trying to see if I missed anything here. I don't think I did. Yeah, that's all hangar. It's HV. Yep. Oh, wait a minute. I did. Hold on. We're gonna walk in one more time over here. We didn't see this area. This is like the actual top bridge area. Yeah, it comes in here. Or did we see this already? We've seen a bridge. Yeah, no, this one's, I think, different. Yeah, that's cool. Kind of overlooking over the hall, and then you got the big landing pad up in front there. Very nice, very nice. So yeah, this is cool. Again, I do get excited seeing new author names and things like that too. Really cool to see the work here. The author obviously knows their way around blocks and the details and all kinds of things. So very cool, very cool. Definitely like how the layout is in here too. Hold on, just want to see if I didn't see this room yet. I missed more areas of the ship here. Sorry about that. So right off the main elevator here, I don't think I went all the way up. So we've got like this fancy it's got to be a bedroom. It's got a bed right there. So, but it's kind of got like place for all kinds of people and things. And look, wow, look at this. And way up to the top area here too. Got a bunch of pictures kind of overlooking this area. Quite the fancy place here. Yeah, for the pilot. Pilot has a lot of stuff going on. You know, all this room, they have guests over, plants, they got it all. Very nice. All right, let's look at the numbers here. So, unlock level 25, size class 8, 123 forward, 16 strafing, 76 lift, 123 reverse, 39 down, 42 fuel tanks, 29 oxygen tanks. Quite a lot of guns on here, actually. A lot of retractable laser turrets. Just have a multi-turret on here for salvaging or mining. 17 sentry guns. More 10 medium laser turrets there. Does take a large auxiliary CPU core, 100 quantum processors. Quantum core large. I didn't know they came in different sizes. Probably the CB version. I don't know. Yeah, not sure. And we got some posters. CPU wise, set to 1.8 million. CPU using 1.7 million of that. To translate to a core 17, and that's why you got those fairly heavy resource costs for the build there. Stock shield on here, 81,593. I got 4 P menu options here for it looks like some hidden turrets, drill turrets, spotlights, hydroponics. That's cool. So this is where you activate your grow lights for your farms. We already looked at that. Just see what warp drive we have on here. I should have sorted that first. Well, it's right here. So looks like our standard warp drive, 30 light year warp drive on here. So yeah, very cool build. Very cool build. Yeah, that's a lot of thrusters on here. I know the ships, since it's like a replica, you kind of need that because that's how these things are built in the movies too. A lot of forward thrusters. I really like all the block work going on here and the color, like the red stripes and stuff all over the place too. Again, this is kind of like a combat ship in a way. I know it says it's a carrier, but it has a lot of firepower on it as well. Look at all these guns that popped up out of the hull here, like a whole barrage of stuff going on in there. So yeah, again, oh, hold on, storage. I almost forgot about storage here. So we've got, it's like, oh, there's a 640. It's like 2 640 controllers there. General storage, 320K ammo. Oops. And beyond that, oops. Darn it. There we are. Beyond that, oh, another one down here. 400K controller down there. And commercial controller. I think most of these are boxes. Harvest controller as well, 320K for that. So a lot of storage on here too. So very, very cool. Very cool. Again, this is the Star Wars CR90 Carrier V4 CVRE2 by When Will the Hurting Stop. So very, very cool. Oh yeah, I didn't even look at this little front door here too. Yeah, or maybe I did. Yeah, okay, so that just kind of like a access bay in case you're gonna park up to a station. This could be like a boarding ramp right here. You got security there. That makes sense. Got the dual bridges, so you got the one in the back and the one in the front. Quick access to the front bridge here too. Yeah, very cool. All right. Well, other than that, that is all the builds for today. So we had the first one in vanilla, and then the all these guys in here. I don't know why it feels like I'm missing one, but I don't think I am. So that would be 5 there, 6, 7. Yep, we got them all. Other than that, you have yourself a great weekend, and I will talk to you later.